What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on these topics. Now, the first thing I want to tackle is the fact that the CEO of UnitedHealthcare was deleted yesterday morning in New York City. He was staying at the Hilton. He exited the Hilton about 6:45 a.m. to go to a business meeting, and somebody was waiting on the cut with the thing, actually put a couple in him, and then the unknown assailant got on the bike and got the hell out of Dodge. Now, Brian's wife, Paulette Thompson, talked to a media news source and basically said that Brian had been getting those type of deletion threats for quite some time, and now she's just trying to console her children because it's so heartbreaking. Now, she may be heartbroken and her kids may be heartbroken, and rightfully so, but it seems as though that people around the world have a different view of it, right? And I was completely shocked. There's not a whole lot of well wishes going on. People are just gone red on this whole particular situation because of how Brian Thompson allegedly handled certain claims. So what I want to do right now is play you guys a few educational clips that pertains to this whole matter. And then if you already don't know, you'll get some insight of why people really don't care about what happened to Brian Thompson. So sit tight and I'll be back.
They stepped over his body and started the meeting on time. He was in Manhattan at 7 a.m. for an 8 a.m. investor meeting. He got in front of the main doors to the building of the investor meeting. They could have had this on Zoom. Instead, they had to be there in person. Why did they have to be there in person? Because we need to make sure commercial real estate is flourishing. He got by an assassin with a silencer while he wore a jacket thinking about PowerPoint presentations on how he is returning value to shareholders by denying healthcare to moms with breast cancer. And he got caught in the street and they stepped over his body. Those investors that he was working for, the shareholders that he held dear as a CEO, they stepped over his pool of. They kicked the things that led to the end of his life down the street because the meeting still had to start on time. These companies don't give a about nobody. He's the CEO, the chief executive officer of a healthcare company. They didn't even check to see if he still had a pulse. They just wanted to check the stock price, which, mind you, went up 2.5% when they found out his ass was dead. Do less at work.
I think we all needed some good news today. Obviously, I would never publicly condone violence of any kind, but I don't think anyone should feel bad about this. The entire business model of private health insurance companies, especially UnitedHealthcare, is to prey on the most vulnerable people in society, to deny life-saving medication, life-saving treatment, all to boost their own salaries and appease their shareholders. It is companies like this and people like this guy that are the reason why healthcare is so insanely unaffordable in this country. 45% of Americans struggle to pay their medical bills. And then you have this guy making $10 million a year to basically just rob people of treatment. The assassin got away. He escaped on an e-bike, so he literally could have been anyone. He could have just been somebody whose family member or loved one was passed away because they were denied life-saving treatment. Or he could have just been someone who's fed up with late-stage capitalism and America turning into a kleptocracy. Like, the wealth disparity in this country is getting so insanely ridiculous, and we don't want the ultra-wealthy running the show at the expense of working class people. I mean, like, 8 of Trump's cabinet picks are billionaires that are out of touch. Meanwhile, normal people can't afford medical bills and are being denied insurance.
Y'all already know that the CEO of UnitedHealthcare was in this morning. I'm not here to tell y'all that. What I'm here to talk about is, have y'all seen the comment sections? They're ruthless. They're crazy. It doesn't matter what video I go to, how serious the video is, nothing. The comment section is ruthless. But let me just show you. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I try not to laugh at other people's, but that one got me. I'm not. If you know, that one got me. This was a popular one. He's looking up at us. Very popular. Sending my sincerest bills and collections. Y'all don't play. Is he going to be charged for the ambulance? Thoughts and prayers need prior authorization. Okay. Was this in network? This is popular. The prior authorization needed to access my feelings on this, or prior authorization needed for sympathy. Y'all are ruthless. Oh no, I'm devastated. Are you? I told y'all, condolences sit for prior authorization, and I don't think it's coming. Did the ER wait to render care until it was confirmed? His family still be billed? And I really feel like this is a serious question for a lot of folks. I really feel like it is. But the main bottom line is it's not necessarily right, but the comment section reflects how frustrated we all are with our current health system. They did not lie with this comment at all. Did he call the 24-hour nurse hotline, wait around 10 minutes to get an actual person, then ask if it's good to go to the ER? May they never find the person that did this. Whoever did this, I feel like is never going to get caught. Never going to be caught up in that jam at all. I have seen school mass murders and serial killers get more sympathy and empathy than this man. Crazy. The world has literally gone mad. And I really feel like we should have been went mad a long time ago. But here we are. Crazy.
Okay, so this is breaking news. The detectives found words on the shell casings at the scene. The words written were deny, defend, and depose. And people are speculating that it's referencing this book, which is about why insurance companies don't pay claims and what you can do about it. To me, this would be the obvious reference. Like, this is most likely what the message is. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
All right, so you guys just saw and heard all of that. Now, the videos, they keep coming, y'all. I could have kept inserting the videos of people talking about their situation with their parents, how their parents unfortunately left this earth because of UnitedHealthcare and the things that they wouldn't do or pay for, and, you know, the lack of medication, the lack of resources and things like that. But yet you want to charge top dollar for the health insurance, and it's just not adding up. And so I told you guys, I've been telling you all for a while, like, people have lost all of their class. It's out the window. People are just saying what the hell that they feel, and they're acting on it. And I love the change. Everybody is not trying to be politically correct anymore. And so I guess in this particular scenario, people are like, listen, UnitedHealthcare denied so many claims, so it only serves the CEO right that he was denied a chance to live the rest of his life. And so while this is an unfortunate situation, listen, I'm just trying to keep some type of decency over here while the rest of the world is just throwing it out the window. So I just feel like this particular instance may have put other companies on notice, like people are not playing no more Blue Cross Blue Shield. And it just goes to show that Americans all across the world, no matter your race, color, creed, religion, who you vote for, whatever the case may be, there is an undeniable relatability that we all share. And that is, we're tired of getting effed by the system. But anyway, let's move along because I want to talk about this Kenneka Jenkins situation yet again. Now, when this transpired back in 2017, I did not cover this story, so a lot of this information is new. Well, let me rephrase that. It's all new to me. I think that I was in the midst of covering the Diddy situation or whatever the case may be. I don't think Kim Porter had passed away, but I was so focused into the Diddy situation that I kind of lost my step and I didn't cover this, but I'm going to cover it now. So you remember I talked about Zach TV, who was unfortunately deleted in 2018, and ironically, it was right in the midst of him trying to crack the code to see what really happened to Kenneka Jenkins, right? And so somebody sent me a video of Zach TV actually talking to this woman on the phone. Now, what I want to do right now is play you this clip, okay? And then I'll be back.
You know what I'm saying? You're shaking me up. I think that everybody just giving me warnings to just drop it, you know?
Yes.
Wow.
Zach, for your safety, I would say yes. Step back, baby.
Okay.
Step back.
Okay.
Because if the mama really wants to find out what's up with her baby, I would be out there fighting to find out what's happened to my child.
Tell me this. I got one more.
You look at her. And you look at how she's smiling. Hey, Live. Hey, Live. It gets on my last nerve. Hey, Live. I can't stand it. It's all about her. She's not thinking about that baby.
How? I got one more question. How are you getting threats if your account is disabled?
Phone numbers. You can trace phone numbers.
So you were getting threats through your phone?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Once they get a phone number, they can tap you into whatever you're doing, whatever you're saying. We're on this computer thing. They're hooked in to you.
All right, so you guys just saw and heard all of that. So there was a woman clearly on the phone with Zach warning him not to go any further into the investigation of what happened to Kenneka Jenkins, right? And so what's interesting is that when I went to the comments, people were saying, and these are people from Chicago, basically, they were saying that that was actually Kenneka's mom on the phone pretending to be somebody else. So this person says, wait, this sounds just like Kenneka's mom. Then somebody says, that's her. Then another person says, it's her for sure. I believe she sold her daughter ORGANS for money. And then somebody else says it is. Now, Kenneka's mom is named Teresa Martin, and I just want to play you guys a snippet of her voice so we can just compare the two.
It's open, and I'm like, here go a glow-in-the-dark plastic release button, big white glow-in-the-dark. I said, so is this a release button? He said, the detective said, yes.
Baby,
Okay.
step back.
Okay.
Because if the mama really wants to find out what's up with her baby, I would be out there fighting to find out what happened to my child.
All right, so you guys just saw and heard all of that. And I want to ask you all, do you hear any similarities to the voices you heard? Now, the only difference is, to me, is the fact that when she did the interview, she was in the studio, so the mic is definitely going to be top tier versus a phone call. So you can hear a little bit of echo in the phone versus her being in the studio. But I can't definitively say that that is her on the phone call. But I will say that I hear just a little bit, just a little tad bit of similarity there. There is just a little bit there. But like I said, I'm not definitively sure. Now, on top of that, I talked to a couple of homeboys from Chicago, and this is what they told me, right? They said that Teresa Martin's boyfriend is actually a Mason. Now, we know firsthand that the Masons do have a demonic background, but we can't say that it's applicable or that it has anything to do with the Kenneka case, right? Then they said that the hotel that Kenneka passed away in allegedly is known for trafficking ORGANS, right? I was like, come on, you got to be kidding me, right? This is all cap, right? They said, nah. And so I looked it up, and this is what I found. Now, I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just going to read the top portion, and it says, it is rumored that the Crown Plaza Hotel in Chicago is actually a place where they do ORGAN trafficking. This happens around the world, yada, yada, yada. You can pause to read the rest. Now, I have a few questions about all of this, right? I'm not going to say that the mama had anything directly to do with the passing of her daughter. I would be ignorant to say that, right? But is it possible that she knows what happened to her daughter and they told her about what happened? They gave her this settlement or whatever the case may be. She agreed to keep quiet and they froze her body, right? Because I don't believe that she passed away in a freezer, right? That's just my opinion. But they froze her body to preserve the kidney. Is that a possibility here? And was Zach TV warned by Kenneka's mom? That's what they're saying. They're saying that that was her mom on the actual phone with Zach TV to stay away from the case because he was too close to cracking the code and it would implicate her into something criminal. Listen, there's just a whole lot of questions that need to be answered here. Then on top of that, this was found in Kenneka's system. Now, this wasn't even prescribed to Kenneka. This is for usually epilepsy and migraines, right? But guess what it does? It speeds up the process of someone going into hypothermia. Then on top of that, there was another guy that was trying to help out Kenneka's mom in figuring out what happened to Kenneka, right? And his name was Jedidiah Brown. So I want you guys to check out this clip where he's being asked if he was contacted by Kenneka's mom and also did he get paid any type of money. I want you guys to check this out and I'll be back to close the video.
Everything that I had because I was gonna find out, and now I can't.
Have the mother reached out back to you, apologize and say, let's get back to this, let's finish the fight?
Man, like I said, I'm not mad at Teresa, and I'm not finna. I know she got a lot on her plate and she gotta bury her child. I'm gonna just say, I meant what I said, everything I said to her on her face, and I'm hurt that I ain't heard from her yet. And I know she probably don't know who she could trust because of all the negativity that's been spewed. But even that, I'm so committed to Kenneka that I put myself on the slaughter with the bull allegations that I was getting. And we proved that they was lies. And she still don't know who she could trust, bro.
It's crazy, man.
They still don't know who they can trust. It's all on video. It's all the finances is legend. And they still don't know who they can trust.
Did you, yes or no, brother? I gotta ask $1 million question.
Come on, next.
Did you take a payout? Did you get $1 from the funds or anything like that?
Who? From who? Hell no.
Okay.
I lost way more.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. So listen, Jedidiah is saying that there was a little bit of conflict between him and Teresa, right? And then the interviewer asked him, hey, did you get paid? Did you get any money from her settlement? And he said no. Now I'm hearing from Chicagoland that they're saying that Jedidiah did get paid from Kenneka's mom. And listen, that's all alleged. I wasn't there. I don't know. But I'm told that he was allegedly paid to keep quiet. That's what I'm hearing, all right? Now, I'm going to let this slide right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed in this video. Is Selena Gomez walking around with Kenneka's kidney in her lower back? I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you feel about this particular situation in particular. All right, don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.